Hi guys, welcome to 365 days of mindfulness tips and quotes. Day 34. Tips. Have a cup of coffee or any other drink that can activate all senses in your body. Quote. When your day seems topsy-turvy and as stormy as can be, there is nothing quite as tranquil as a nice hot cup of coffee. Let's look into health benefits of coffee. Coffee is one of the world's most popular beverages thanks to its high level of antioxidants and beneficial nutrients. It also seems to be quite healthy. Study shows that drinkers have much lower risk of serious diseases. Number 1. Can improve energy levels and make you smarter. Coffee can help people feel less tired and increase energy levels. That's because it contains a stimulant called caffeine, the most commonly consumed psychoactive substance in the world. After you drink coffee, the caffeine is absorbed into your bloodstream. From there, it travels to your brain. In the brain, caffeine blocks the inhibitory neurotransmitters adenosine. When it happens, the amount of the neurotransmitters like norepinephrine and dopamine increase, leading to enhanced firing of neurons. Many controlled studies in humans show that coffee improves various aspects of brain functions, including memory, mood, vigilance, energy level, reaction time, and generally mental function. Summary. Caffeine blocks an inhibitory neurotransmitter in your brain, which causes stimulant effect. This improves energy levels, mood, and various aspects of brain function. Can help you burn fat. Caffeine is found in almost every commercial fat burning supplement, and for good reason. It's one of the few natural substances proven to aid fat burning. Several studies show that caffeine can boost your metabolic rate by 3 to 11%. Other studies indicate that caffeine can specifically increase fat burning by as much as 10% in obese individuals and 29% in lean people. However, it's possible that these effects diminish in long-term coffee drinkers. Summary. Several studies show that caffeine can increase fat burning and boost your metabolic rate. Number 3. Can drastically improve physical performance. Caffeine stimulates your nervous system, signaling fat cells to break down fat body. But it also increases epinephrine adrenaline levels in your blood. This is a fight or flight hormone which prepares your body for intense physical exertion. Caffeine breaks down fat bodies, making free fatty acids available as fuel. Given these effects, it's unsurprising that caffeine can improve physical performance by 11 to 12% on average. Therefore, it makes sense to have a strong cup of coffee about half an hour before you head to a gym. Caffeine can increase adrenaline levels and release fatty acids from your fat tissues. It also leads to significant improvements in physical performances. Number 4. Contains essential nutrients. Many of the nutrients in coffee beans make their way into the finished brewed coffee. A single cup of coffee contains riboflavin, vitamin B2, 11% of reference daily intake, pantothenic acid, vitamin B5, 6% of the RDI, magnesium and potassium, 3% of RDI, magnesium and niacin, vitamin B3, 2% of RDI. Though this may not seem like a big deal, most people enjoy several cups per day, allowing these amounts to quickly add up. Summary. Coffee contains several important nutrients including riboflavin, pantothenic acid, manganese, potassium, magnesium, and niacin. Number 5. May lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a major health problem currently affecting millions of people worldwide. It's characterized by elevated blood sugar levels caused by insulin resistance or reduced ability to secrete insulin. For some reason, coffee drinkers have significantly reduced risk of type 2 diabetes. Studies observe that people who drink the most coffee has 23 to 50% lower risk of getting these diseases. One study showed a reduction as high as 67%. According to a large review of 18 studies, in total 4,57,922 people, each daily cup of coffee was associated with a 7% reduced risk of type 2 diabetes. Summary. Several observational studies show that coffee drinkers have much lower risk of type 2 diabetes, a serious condition that affects millions of people worldwide. Number 6. May protect you from Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Alzheimer's disease is the most common neurodegenerative disease and the leading disease of dementia worldwide. This condition usually affects people over 65 and there is no known cure. However, there are several things you can do to prevent the disease from occurring in the first place. This includes the usual suspect like eating healthy and exercise, but coffee drinking may be incredibly effective as well. Several studies show that coffee drinkers have up to 65% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. Summary. Coffee drinkers have a much lower risk of getting Alzheimer's disease, which is the leading cause of dementia worldwide. Number 7. May lower your risk of Parkinson's. Parkinson's disease is the second most common neurodegenerative condition right behind Alzheimer's. It's caused by the death of dopamine generating neuron in your brain. As with Alzheimer's, there is no known cure, which makes it that much more important to focus on prevention. Studies show that coffee drinkers have a much lower risk of Parkinson's disease, with a risk reduction range from 32 to 60%. In this case, the caffeine itself appears to be beneficial. People who drink decaf don't have a lower risk of Parkinson's. Summary. Coffee drinkers have up to 60% lower risk of getting Parkinson's disease, the second most common neurodegenerative disorder. Number 8. May protect your liver. Your liver is an amazing organ that carries out hundreds of important functions. Several common diseases primarily affect the liver, including hepatitis, fatty liver disease, and many others. Many of these conditions can lead to cirrhosis, in which your liver is largely replaced by scar tissue. Interestingly, coffee can protect against cirrhosis. Many people who drink 4 or more cups per day have up to 80% lower risk. Summary. Coffee drinkers have a much lower risk of cirrhosis, which can caused by several diseases that affect the liver. Number 9. Can fight depression and make you happier. Depression is a serious mental disorder that causes significantly reduced quality of life. It's very common, as about 4.1% of people in the US currently meet the criteria for clinical depression. In the Harvard study published in 2011, women who drank 4 or more cups of coffee per day has 20% lower risk of becoming depressed. Another study in 2,824 individuals found that those who drank 4 or more cups per day were 53% less likely to die by suicide. Summary. Coffee appears to lower your risk of developing depression and may dramatically reduce suicide risk. Number 10. May lower risk of certain type of cancer. Cancer is one of the world's leading cause of death. It's characterized by uncontrolled cell growth in your body. Coffee appears to be protective against 2 types of cancer, liver and colorectal cancer. Liver cancer is the third leading cause of cancer death in the world, while colorectal cancer ranks 4th. Studies show that coffee drinkers have up to 40% lower risk of liver cancer. Similarly, one study in 4,89,706 people found that those who drank 4 to 5 cups of coffee per day had a 50% lower risk of colorectal cancer. Summary: liver and colorectal cancer are the third and fourth leading cause of cancer death worldwide. Coffee drinkers have a lower risk of both. Number 11. Doesn't cause heart disease and may lower stroke risk. It's often claimed that caffeine can increase your blood pressure. This is true, but with a rise of up to 3 to 4 millimeter per mhg, the effect is small and usually dissipates if you drink coffee regularly. However, it may persist in some people, so keep that in mind if you have elevated blood pressure. That being said, studies don't support the idea that coffee raises your risk of heart disease. On the contrary, there are some evidence that women who drink coffee have reduced risk. Some studies also show that coffee drinkers have 20% lower risk of stroke. Summary: coffee can cause mild increase in blood pressure, which usually diminish over time. Coffee drinkers do not have an increased risk of heart disease and have a slightly lower risk of stroke. Number 12. May help you live longer. Given that coffee drinkers are less likely to get many diseases, it makes sense that coffee can help you live longer. Several observational studies indicate that coffee drinkers have a low risk of death. In two very large studies, drinking coffee was associated with 20% reduced risk of death in men and 26% decreased risk of death in women over 18 to 24 years. This effect appears particularly strong in people with type 2 diabetes. In one 20-year study, individuals with diabetes who drank coffee had a 30% lower risk of death. Summary: several studies show that coffee drinkers live longer and have a lower risk of premature death. Number 13. The biggest source of antioxidants in the Western diet. For people who eat standard Western diet, coffee can be one of the healthiest aspects of their diet. That's because coffee is quite high in antioxidants. Studies show that many people get more antioxidant from coffee than from fruits and vegetables combined. In fact, coffee may be one of the healthiest beverages on the planet. Summary: coffee is rich in powerful antioxidants, and many people get more antioxidant from the coffee than from fruits and veggies combined. The bottom line: coffee is highly popular beverages around the globe that boast a number of impressive health benefits. Not only can your daily cup of joe help you feel more energized, burn fat, and improve physical performance, it may also lower your risk of several conditions such as type 2 diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer, and Parkinson's disease. In fact, coffee can even boost longevity. If you enjoy its taste and tolerate its caffeine content, don't hesitate to pour yourself a cup or more throughout the day. Let's see benefits of green tea. Green tea is thought to be one of the healthiest beverages on the planet. It's loaded with antioxidants that have many health benefits, which may include improved brain function, fat loss, protecting against cancer, lowering the risk of heart disease. Contain healthy bioactive compounds. Green tea is more than just a hydrating beverage. Green tea plant contains a range of healthy compounds that make it into a final drink. Tea is rich in polyphenols, which is natural compounds that have health benefits such as reducing inflammation and helping to fight cancer. Green tea contains a cetacin called EGCG. Catechins are natural antioxidants that help prevent cell damage and provide other benefits. These substances can reduce the formation of free radicals in the body, protecting cells and molecules from damage. These free radicals play a role in aging and many types of disease. EGCG is one of the most powerful compounds in green tea. Research has tested its ability to help treat various diseases. It appears to be one of the main compounds that gives green tea its medical properties. Green tea also has small amount of minerals that can benefit your health. Try to choose a higher quality brand of green tea, because each of lower quality brand can contain excessive amount of fluoride. That being said, even if you choose a lower quality brand, the benefits still outweigh any risk. Summary: green tea is loaded with polyphenol antioxidants, including a citizen called EGCG. These antioxidants can have beneficial effects on health. Number 2, may improve brain function. Green tea does more than just keep you alert, it may also help boost brain function. The key active ingredients in caffeine is which is known as stimulant. It doesn't contain as much as coffee, but enough to provide a response without causing the effect associated with taking too much caffeine. Caffeine affects the brain by blocking an inhibitory neurotransmitter called adenosine. This way, it increases the firing of neuron and concentration of neurotransmitter like dopamine and norepinephrine. Research has consistently show that caffeine can improve various aspects of brain function, including mood, vigilance, reaction time, and memory. However, caffeine isn't the only brain boosting component tea. It also contains amino acid, which can cross the blood-brain barrier. L-theanine increases the activity of inhibitory neurotransmitter GABA, which is an anti-anxiety effect. It also increases dopamine and the production of alpha waves in the brain. Studies show that caffeine and L-theanine can have a synergistic effect. This means that the combination of two can have particularly powerful effect in improving brain function. Because of the L-theanine and the small dose of caffeine, green tea may give you a much milder and different kind of buzz than coffee. Many people report having more stable energy and being more productive when they drink green tea compared with coffee. Summary: green tea contains less caffeine than coffee, but enough to produce an effect. It also contains the amino acid L-theanine, which can work synergistically with caffeine to improve brain functions. Number 3, increase fat burning. If you look at ingredients list by any fat burning supplement, chances are green tea will be on there. This is because, according to research, green tea can increase fat burning and boost metabolic rate. In a study involving 10 healthy men, taking green tea extract increased the amount of calories burned by 4%. In another involved 12 healthy men, green tea extract increased fat antioxidant by 17% compared with those take a placebo. However, some studies on green tea don't show any increase in metabolic, so the effect may depend on the individual how the study was set up. Caffeine may also improve physical performance by metabolizing fatty acid from fat tissue and making them available for use as energy. Two separate review studies report that caffeine can increase physical performance by approximately 11 to 12%. Green tea may boost metabolic rate and increase fat burning in a short term, although not all studies agree. Number 4, antioxidants may lower risk of some cancers. Cancer is caused by uncontrolled growth of cell. It's one of the world's leading cause of death. Research has shown that oxidative damage can lead to chronic inflammation, which can lead to chronic disease, including cancer. Antioxidant can help protect against oxidative damages. Green tea is an excellent source of powerful antioxidants. Research have linked green tea compound with reduced risk of cancers, including following studies. Breast cancer. A comprehensive review of observational studies found that women who drank the most green tea had an approximate 20 to 30 lower risk of developing breast cancer, one of the most common cancers in women. Prostate cancer. One study observed that men drinking green tea have a lower risk of advanced prostate cancer. Colorectal cancer. An analysis of 29 studies show that those drinking green tea were around 42% less likely to develop colorectal cancer. Many observational studies indicate that green tea drinkers are less likely to develop several types of cancer, but more like high quality research is needed to confirm these effects. To get the most health benefits, avoid adding milk to your tea. Some studies suggest it can reduce the antioxidant level in some teas. Green tea has powerful antioxidants that may protect against cancer. Multiple studies show that green tea drinkers have a lower risk of various types of cancer. Number 5. May protect the brain from aging. Not only can green tea improve brain function in short term, it may also protect your brain as you age. Alzheimer's disease is a common neurodegenerative disease and the most common cause of dementia in older adults. Parkinson's disease is another common neurodegenerative disease and involves the death of dopamine producing neurons in the brain. Several studies show that catechins compound in green tea can have various protective effects in neurons in test tubes and animal models, possibly lowering the risk of dementia. The bioactive compounds in green tea can have very protective effect on the brain. They may reduce the risk of dementia, a common neurodegenerative disorder in older adults. Number 6. May reduce the bad breath. Catechins in green tea also have benefits of oral health. Test tube studies suggest that catechins can suppress the growth of bacteria, potentially and lowering the risk of infections. Studies indicate that the catechins in green tea can inhibit the growth of oral bacteria in the lab, but not evidence showed that drinking green tea has similar effect. However, there are some evidence that green tea may reduce bad breath. The catechins in green tea may inhibit the growth of bacteria in the mouth, reducing the risk of bad breath. Number 7. May help prevent type 2 diabetes. The rates of type 2 diabetes are increasing in recent decades. The condition now affects about 1 in 10 Americans. Type 2 diabetes involves having elevated blood sugar levels, which may be caused by insulin resistance or inability to produce insulin. Studies show that green tea may improve insulin sensitivity and reduce blood sugar levels. In one study, Japanese individuals found that those who drank the most green tea had an approximate 42% lower risk of type 2 diabetes. According to review, 7 studies have, with a total of 286,701 individual tea drinkers had an 18% lower risk of diabetes. Summary: some controlled studies show that green tea may cause mild reduction in blood sugar level. It may also lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. Number 8. May help prevent cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases, including heart disease and strokes, are leading cause of death worldwide. Studies show that green tea may improve some of the main risk factors of these diseases, which includes improving total cholesterol, LDL, and cholesterol levels. Green tea also increases the antioxidant capacity of blood, which protects the LDL particles from oxidants, which is one part of the pathway towards heart disease. Given the beneficial effect on risk factor, it may not be surprising that people who drink green tea have up to a 31% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular diseases. Green tea may lower total LDL cholesterol as well as protect the LDL particle from antioxidants. Studies show that people who drink green tea have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Number 9. May help you lose weight. Given the green tea can boost the metabolic rate in short term, it makes sense that it can help you lose weight. Several studies show that green tea may help reduce body fat, especially in abdominal area. One of these studies was 12-week randomized control study involved 240 people with obesity. In this study, those in the green tea group has significant decrease in body fat percentage, body weight, waist circumference, and belly fat compared with those in the control group. However, some studies don't show a statistically significant increase in lose weight with green tea, so researchers need to perform further studies to confirm this effect. Summary: some studies show that green tea may lead to increased weight loss. It may be particularly effective at reducing the dangerous abdominal fat. Number 10. May help you live longer. Given that some compounded green tea may help protect against cancer and heart disease, it makes sense that it could help you live longer. In study, research shows that 40,530 Japanese adults over 11 years, those who drank the most tea, 5 or more cups per day, were significantly less likely to die during the study period. Death of all causes, 23% lower in women, 12% lower in men. Death from heart disease, 31% lower in women, 22% lower in men. Death from stroke, 42% lower in women, 35% lower in men. Another study involving 14,001 older Japanese individuals found that those who drank the green tea were 76% less likely to die during the 6-year study period. Studies show that people who drink green tea may live longer than those who don't. The bottom line, green tea has a range of possible health benefits. To help you feel better, lose weight, lower the risk of chronic diseases, you may want to consider making green tea a regular part of your life. So guys, have a cup of coffee or tea that can activate all senses in your body. Be healthy. Thank you. Bye bye.